The latest on President Biden, defiant in the face of calls to bow out of the race, even daring his potential rivals to challenge him at the convention.
This comes as there are new questions about a doctor's repeated visits to the White House. Our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, starts us off. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Robin. Well, President Biden is digging in this morning, adamant that he has what it takes to stay in this race. He is launching a full-blown, full-throated defense of that decision, scrambling to reassure Democrats, donors, and voters that he can beat Donald Trump. This morning, President Biden is fighting back, making clear he is not leaving this race.
I am not going anywhere.
Scrambling to contain the defections on Capitol Hill, he's upping his outreach to lawmakers. Overnight, speaking with members of the Congressional Black Caucus.
The president was clear that he is in this race to win. We have one objective, and that is to win.
Hours earlier on a fundraising call, Biden promising doubting donors he can beat Donald Trump, saying his plan for their next face-off, attack, attack, attack. But his administration is also facing new questions about the president's health after visitor logs show a Parkinson's expert visited the White House 8 times within an 8-month span, including meeting once with the president's doctor.
Has the president been treated for Parkinson's? No. Is he being treated for Parkinson's? No, he's not. Is he taking medication for Parkinson's? No. So those are the things that I can give you full-blown answers on.
Overnight, Biden's doctor, Kevin O'Connor, explaining in a letter that this expert evaluated the president 3 times, each as part of his regular annual physical. Those results publicly released most recently in February, with Biden showing no signs of Parkinson's. O'Connor says he obtained Biden's permission to confirm those details after the White House refused to answer questions earlier in the day.
I certainly could clear this all up just by saying what he was doing here and if it was connected to the president, yes or no?
I am not going to confirm a particular neurologist, anybody.
12 days after his disastrous debate performance, the president fed up, telling Democratic lawmakers in a letter the question of how to move forward has been well aired for over a week now, and it's time for it to end. Biden aggressively rejecting calls to drop out and challenging his critics to take him on.
If any of these guys don't think I should run against me, go ahead, announce for president. Challenge me at the convention.
While Biden stayed out of the public eye Monday, the campaign deployed the First Lady to reassure voters her husband is up to the task. Jill Biden visiting North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida all in a single day.
Joe has made it clear that he's all in.
But also making it clear she's had enough with the questions about her husband's future.
Dr. Biden, do you have any message to House Democrats who are calling for your husband to drop out of the race? How are you feeling about the state of the race?
All right, ladies.
Why are you screaming? Don't scream at me.
Now, these next few days will be critical. The president will be on the world stage as he kicks off the NATO summit here in Washington today. A chance to show not just voters, but also other global leaders that he is up to this task. And then, of course, he has that big solo press conference coming up on Thursday. George, the president, well aware of just how high the stakes are here.
You will be tracking it all. Okay, Mary, thanks.